So this is the last workout of week 1. It's overhead press. Overhead press is something that I've never really incorporated into my workout routine like at all. It's something that I have not practiced very much, so overall it'll just be interesting to see how it goes. But let's jump right into it. I'll start at the watch because I am a snob for tracking things. I do like that, I do like the data. And then the weights is really nothing crazy. It works out with the bar in the top of my garage. I don't know how that's gonna work with the plates though, so I might have to make sure I go like in between the beams with my weights when I overhead press. That might be the case, but we'll see. The other thing is, I'm not quite sure how to warm up for this either, because like I said, I've never really put that in. So, but we're just gonna stretch a little bit, probably do a little bit of couple reps with the bar. I don't know, something else maybe. But what I did want to say is, but like huge thank you to the responses and the feedback to the first 2 videos that I've put out, the first 2 of the series. Like I said, this is the last one for week 1, but very great received, especially the first video. I appreciate it. If you want to watch the other videos, I will link them down in the description, as well as a playlist to kind of, well, if you want to watch all of them in order. I really appreciate it. The other thing I do want to say is a couple people reached out that said the volume looks very low, which I agree, the volume is very low for this, as well as the intensity looks low. Because right now, let's see, maybe we'll do some sight work. Just to warm up the shoulders, I guess a little bit, that the intensity looks low as well, which is true. Right now, the intensity is fairly low. Overall, week 1 is not a huge load, working load, so to speak, compared to where the other weeks will be. Week 2 will be a little bit more, week 3 will be the toughest one. So basically, based on my 1 rep max, there's percentages of that 1 rep max that I will train every week. And we mapped it out. No, should be good, I guess. We mapped it out that way that at the end of the whole series, the program, I should be able, if I hit the numbers every single week, I will be able to bench 225 without an issue. So, did I press record on this? I did, cool. So yeah, there's that. Week 1, definitely not intense. The other thing that I'm trying to keep in mind and is that I haven't really worked out like religiously, like have a workout routine, stuck to a workout routine, worked out more than 1 day a week in the gym for quite a long time. So I also need to get my body back into it, right? After the first day, which was legs, which I didn't film, which is also again tomorrow, squats, it took me about 5 days till my legs felt all right. Like that's how sore I was from just doing squats. Bench is okay. I've always, thrown a bench workout in there in my day, but squats I hadn't done in years. Deadlifts I haven't done in years. Overhead press I've never done. So I also don't want to put all the workload on right away and then, screw something up. So we did some stretching, that should be fine. Let's do a couple with just the bar. And not grab it too wide. I'm not doing a squat here. Keep the core tight and drive the head through. Something like that. Okay, so that feels okay. The one concern I have with overhead press is once it gets heavy, I don't want to lean too far back. I need to keep my core straight so that there's not too much, tension on the back. But that's it. I think that will be pretty good. I heard to squeeze your bum, and that should really help with keeping the core tight. So we'll give that a try. So first working set, you know the drill by now, is, well, or if you're new here. And by the way, I appreciate it. All the comments, all the likes. Really, yeah, just thank you. If you want to follow along for the journey, we're trying to hit 225 bench, well, pounds on the bench before I turn 30 in just 12 weeks. So this is the workout routine, the series to see if I can get there. But first working set, 5 reps, 55 pounds. The bar is 45. So now the math is actually easy. We'll just throw a 5 on each side and call it good. And like I said before, the next few weeks, week 2, a little big, week 3 will be the most intense week. And I'm also assuming that then the workouts will be a little longer because I will need some more rest in between. Which right now I can probably pump out most of it without much rest. But 5 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oopsie. That was the first one. That felt light. That is really light. Let's just load the next one on, I guess. So next one, 65 pounds, right? 55, 65 for the second one. Another 5, I don't have another small one, so we'll toss a 10 on. And this is where I think I might hit the beam in the tub. This is gonna be interesting. So let's see, that's gonna be interesting. Let's see if we can find a 10 here. I think it's right here. Don't hit my foot. 10, yeah. Oh boy. Oh, I kicked the dumbbell. Okay. Oh, it might go. Where's the camera? Oh, it might go right in between. It might. We might be okay. Whoopsie. That was a weight on the lawnmower. Anyways, okay. So, also, for everyone who's wondering, it's currently Sunday. So it's actually 7:20 a.m., so a little later on the weekends. I get to sleep in a little. Weather looks very nice outside. It's cooled down a little bit. Not as hot as the other days, it's pretty windy. But also after this, I have a run workout, just an easy run, 30 to 60 minutes. Easy, not pushing any pace, not really worried about heart rate, just kind of go out, see what it feels like. So anywhere between 30 and 60 minutes, that's what I'll do. We'll do that right after this. So I think that's enough talking. Let's get to it. 5 reps, 65 pounds. Should be okay as long as we don't hit the ceiling. Oh, we're fine. 2, 3, 4, 5. No, we're fine. We actually still have, with the plates, a couple inches until we hit the top. So 65. Next up, last working set. Well, no, I want to call them. What do we call them? The first 3 sets, progressive, the last progressive set before we go into our static working sets, right? Maybe. So last progressive 175. So we'll throw another 5 back on and we'll do 5 reps again. So far, like I said, very easy. And I'm expecting overhead press to be the easiest and quickest workout of them all. But also interesting to see, I was debating initially, we were debating to switch out overhead press for another day of bench and have 2 bench days in. However, the concern was, first of all, I'm hoping that maybe progressing in overhead press will also contribute to some kind of increase in strength, somehow translate to bench. But the other concern was that once we get to higher weights, and right, the first week is going to be easy. The first time hitting week 3 of the program, it's going to be tough, but won't be too bad. But then now, after that, my week 1 will be higher, right, than my initial week 1. So it will get tougher and tougher the more cycles we get through. And the concern was then that there won't be enough recovery for chest. It might, push it a little bit. And since we do have the time, at least based how we laid the numbers out, we do have the time to hit 225 with 1 bench session a week. But we'll see. So 75 pounds, this is the last set. So as many reps as possible, but at least 5 so far. Squats, I did an extra 3, so 8 total. Bench, I did 10, extra 5. Deadlift, I did an extra 5, so 10. So OHP, let's see. If I can get another extra 5, so 10, that'd be great. So let's see how that goes. All right. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11. Hey, I'll take it. 11. Oi, 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 oi. Oi, 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 oi. I gotta say, also feels like overhead press is a lot easier to go to failure because there's nothing that can go wrong with it, really, right? Bench, I don't want to go to failure because I'm here by myself. And deadlift, I don't want to go to all failure because I don't want to start, fucking up my form for the last couple sets. Excuse my language. Squats, I don't want to go to absolute failure because I don't want to have to bail. I'm scared of bailing. I never had to bail on squats so far. Well, I shouldn't say that. I never had to bail on squats without safety bars, which my squat rack doesn't have safety bars because it's just like an H shape, or a T shape, I guess here, just drilled in the wall. It doesn't have a connecting bar where you could put safety bars on. So no safety bars. Never had to bail for that. So there's that. But that was the last progressive set, 11 reps. It's kind of cool. So now we're backing it off, 5 sets, 10 reps, as you know. So we also need a thick thumbnail. So let's put the weight back on. For the thumbnail, right? So no one will actually know, unless you watch the video, no one will know that we just put this back on just for the thumbnail. Now we There we go. I don't know. I'm just gonna do this until figure out if it comes out okay or not. But alright, so here we go. So this is actually easy. This was the easiest math there was, because we didn't have to deal in 2.5. We only had to deal in 5, or think in 5 pounds per side. So now we're backing it off. 10 reps, 5 sets with just the bar, 45 pounds. That's on the schedule. So let's get repping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. Gotta say, feels a little heavier repping these out than it did repping out bench, for example. Feels a little heavier, probably because we're closer to the working set than when we were in bench. Well, not really, huh? Because we dropped it from, like bench, for example, working set was 140, and we dropped it to 100 for the last sets. And here we had a working set of 75, dropped it to 45, so we dropped it by 30 instead of 40. So pretty close, I guess. Not too bad then. But yeah, 4 more sets of this with just the bar. That's it. I looked ahead. So for the deload week that's coming at the end of cycle 1, I actually have to go lower than 45 on the bar. So I'll probably put together some dumbbells, though I have 45 is the lowest I can go in the bar, right? Because the bar is 45. Dumbbells, 10, 20, well, I think I can go to 30 on the dumbbells. So I have a dumbbell set right here. Right here, right? Some dumbbells. So these are 4.5 pound. So that's 9, let's say roughly 10 pounds, 20 pounds. I have a couple extra. No, actually no, I don't. Because then I can only do it one-sided. We'll see. We'll see how that goes, I guess. We might just do the deload with the 45 anyways. But all right, let's go into set number 2. Here, for the easiest I found to get your grip for overhead press, it's just you put your arms out and you just walk to the bar. That's it. Don't push your arms in, don't push your arms out. Shoulder width is really what you need. So arms out, walk in, you have your perfect grip width. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so set number 2 done. Whew. It helps though, you know, squeezing the bump. It helps. And then the other thing that when I looked into overhead presses, we're trying to like dive through the bar, right? We're holding it in front, and then as we're pushing up, we're diving underneath. What has happened in the past is though, I tried to do overhead press with just the bar very explosively, for no reason really, but I tried really explosively up, and when I did that, I pushed up, well, I tried to dive underneath faster than I pushed up, and I basically put my head out as I was pushing up the bar and just stopped myself in the chin. So that was good. But so far, overhead press felt all right. And tomorrow we'll do squats again. Tomorrow is also in the start for week 2. So apologize, didn't film squats week 1, but it'll be interesting tomorrow because last week that was intense already for my taste, just because I hadn't done it in so long. It really feels like my hamstrings are tearing off. It just tight, but all right, let's go. Set number 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew, it's getting more difficult than the other exercises, that I tell you. One other change I made 2 days ago. So what I drink in the morning, my creatine and just unflavored creatine, right? But you could dry scoop it, I guess. It just doesn't, taste like nothing. So I don't know, but in water, it's great. Gets my hydration going, I guess. I've been doing 5 grams of creatine for the last month or so. So I got talking with a friend, and this is the extent of my research I did on this, right? So don't take my word for it, but I'm sure you all have heard of the YouTuber More Plates, More Dates, right? Huge YouTube channel in the fitness space, does a lot, like studies, etc. Huge channel. I think he has like 3 million something subscribers. So very big research-based YouTube channel in the fitness industry, especially in the strength training. And he was talking about creatine and how some people, there's like low responses. Some people don't respond to creatine at all. Some people respond pretty well, right? So for some people, like 2, 3, maybe 5 grams a day are sufficient and they respond to it. Some people have to go up to 10. So he was referencing a study where they actually went up to 10 grams of creatine per day. And that's when low responders saw an effect. So I have no idea what to expect from creatine, right? It's not a magic supplement either. It's not gonna like make you like explode in your strength gains, but creatine is also the cheapest supplement there is. So I figured I've taken 5 grams. In my opinion, I also have nothing much to compare it to, but even in college when I was lifting like really into it and I lifted, that was my sport, I took 5 grams of creatine. Didn't see much difference. So I figured, screw it, why not take 10? So for the duration of the road to 225, taking 10 grams of creatine every day and see if that gives a better response than 5. Or maybe it doesn't give a response like 5 either. So maybe I'm just a non-creatine responder or something. But let's get to set number 4. We're about 23 minutes in. So far, this is the easiest. Even my heart rate is barely up, right? It's still looking at 79 right now. When I was deadlifting or squatting, I like 110. So this is chill workout right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh. Yeah, this is a relaxed one today. But that is the other big thing I want to point out. If you have a program, and I've learned this more and more now with also being in triathlon, or triathlon being my sport as well. You have a program, you just kind of gotta stick to it. You just kind of gotta trust that the program works out. Of course, it is very low volume. Like I said, intensity will go up. But in the past, even when there was I've never done deloads, right? So even in the gym in the past, I thought if I just go for 30 minutes, it'll be a waste of a workout, right? I need to go to the gym. I need to bang out like 20 sets per muscle group and really get this going. And now we're looking at 8 sets. 8 sets, 70-ish reps per muscle. Not per muscle, per compound lift per week. That's really it, right? There's not much. But like I said, the way the program is laid out, as long as I hit these numbers, we'll be fine. We will be fine. So that'll be interesting to see. But this is like the perfect example. In the past, if this was on this is the schedule. Today, you're gonna do overhead press, you're gonna do 3 progressive sets, 5 backup sets. I would have done it. I was like, great, what's next, right? So now I feel like, okay, I trained my shoulder. Now I need to train my side delts, my rear delts. Like I gotta do something else. Okay, after that, maybe we'll do a little bit more chest exercise, right? Or maybe we'll do some back, some lats, some rows. And at the end of that, I would have said, okay, now we gotta hit the arms, right? We gotta hit the triceps, we gotta kill the biceps. I would have gone all out every single workout. So, which, has its own benefits. But with this program, since this is in addition to already 7-ish hours of triathlon training a week, right now in the off season, once it gets to on season, closer to races, we're looking at 10-12 hours of triathlon training a week, plus the strength training. So it will get pretty intense, and then we'll really need to keep the recovery going. We need to make sure that recovery, is on point. But let's knock it out. One last set. That's it. See? 10 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh. 10. It's not heavy in the sense it's not my triceps giving out. It feels like my shoulder is like getting pumped, and it's hard to get that range of motion from here up to here. That's the hard part right now. That was the difficult thing, but that's it. So that is it. Very quick workout, overhead press done. So I'll put my shoes on. Weather looks nice outside. Put my shoes on, go for anywhere 30-60 minute run. And tomorrow we'll do squats, which is nice since the bar is already up, so I don't need to change anything. So I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for all the support in the comments, for liking the content, etc. It really helps out. I appreciate it. If you want to follow along, think about dropping a sub. Doesn't cost anything, but really helps out the channel. I appreciate it, and yeah, do some squats tomorrow.